And welcome to a little treat, a little experiment, a 3D version of Minecraft using the built-in red and blue 3D effect. So if you've got your 3D blue and red glasses, put them on and you'll be able to see this in 3 dimensions. Something a little different, something I thought I'd give it a try. This is a world that I've already started. Got some basics set up, just basically a place to live, some basic implements. We do have a tool forge set up because we had lots of gravel in here when I dug the cave out. And I've got a river next door with sand and plenty of clay in it. So we built our tool forge, but we haven't been able to use it yet because we have no lava yet. So right now we're looking at putting together our benches to use with our tool forge so we can do some mining efficiently, trying to put together a hammer. Figure we'll make us a nice little stone hammer to start out with and perhaps gather some initial ores efficiently and be able to multiply them using the forge. Hopefully we'll find ourselves some lava relatively quickly. We shall soon see. But as we dink around here, we take a look at some of the things we've got. I had a brain fart here and I was trying to remember what the other thing I needed to make. Remembered the tool bench and the tool table, the part builder. I remembered the pattern chest, but I could not for the life of me think of what the other one was. And it's so simple. It's a stencil chest, but I just could not. I had a brain fart, brain locked up, and I couldn't think of it. So I go in here and I look a couple times, and sooner or later it sinks in on me. So, as we wade through this, we'll wait for me to catch up with myself here. The new Vegas Pro is working out well for me. It took me a second to figure out how to do my voiceover audio, but I did eventually figure it out. So we are getting this put in here. I taped about a 46 minute segment here. I'm going to break it up into 3 15-minute parts. We'll try to upload them all today. I might end up loading the third one tomorrow. I had to split the file up in another program because the file was just outrageously huge and I could not get it to transfer from one computer to the other. Just because of the size, I don't have a flash drive big enough to hold the file. So tried sending it through the network and it wouldn't go through that way. So ended up getting a second editor on the other computer so that I could break the file up into 3 parts. So that's where we're at. Let's go outside. We've got our last thing here. Make a few extra patterns, blank stencils here. As you can hear, we got plenty of sheep in the area. Unfortunately, that's all we have plenty of in the area. That and plenty of blue-leaved trees, and they aren't even the good kind. Gotta love those dyed trees. But we've got wood of every kind. Oh, it's dark outside. Better lay down for a minute. Don't want to be interrupted rudely when I'm putting my stuff out there. Even though that's bound to happen. Whether you want it to or not. Someone is going to rudely pop in and ruin your day. Just like that. Mr. Scaly Tone, have a nice day. Goodbye, you are the weakest link. Alright, let's plop our tables down. And when I was putting these together, I didn't even think about the fact that I need the upgraded tool forge to make the hammer. And it slowly sinks in on me after I get everything set up here. When I start putting in stencils and thinking, well, let's see, what do I need for my hammer? And it's like, oh, I need to make the tool forge. So I gather a little bit more wood here. And I'm thinking to myself this whole time, you know, we're going to have to get some iron to make the tool forge. So I'm going to have to go and dig out a mine. Even though I wanted to start out doing it with a hammer, I can't start out with a hammer. I suppose I could have made one of wood, but that really wouldn't last very long. And I couldn't make it anyway because I don't have the tool forge. So got to have the iron. So a mining we're going to have to go. And as I'm standing here hacking these trees down, I'm thinking to myself, what else am I going to need? Well, it seems to me I'm going to need 3 more blocks of the tool forge, or the seared brick, in order to make the tool forge. So I'm going to have to go get some more clay and some more sand. I've got some gravel. So I plop these trees back down. It's a little weird looking at it without the 3D glasses as I'm editing this. I imagine those people that don't have the blue and red glasses are probably not going to watch this, but I figured it'd be an interesting experiment if nothing else. Anyway, I was going to make wooden parts and that sank into me right about here. Oh, you can't make a hammer. Can't make a hammer, you need iron. You dummy. You need iron. Let's pick the bench back up, put all this wood inside, get ready to go do a little bit of mining. And then it was like, well, I have an idea where I want to put my mine. I want it to be relatively close. But this area that I settled in, basically just rocky crags sticking up out of the ground, with a river running by them. So, clean out my inventory a little bit. Throw stuff in here that I know will fit. Take inventory of my clay. I was looking for my clay here and I couldn't find any. It's like, well, darn it. Gonna have to dig more clay. So let's throw all the wood in here. Throw the bench in here. Make room for some mining, because I know I'm going to have to go downstairs and do it. Don't really have a choice in the matter. So, keep my cobblestone. Throw this other stuff in the other chest, because I know I got room for it in there. Room for the... Don't know why I didn't stick the bones in there right off the bat. I know I've got room for them up there. Looking for my clay again, and there's no clay, Dallas. Get a clue. So, a mining we will go. I've got a general idea where I want to put the mine. Kind of over here. This one little rock area that goes all the way down to the ground. I figure that might make a good entrance. So we dig out around there, and I like a nice neat entrance to my mine. So let's flush it up a little bit. Get rid of some of this outcropping stuff. And downer, downer, downer we go. Run into a bunch of coal here, so I figure I better gather this up. Rather than hacking down trees repeatedly and burning them up for charcoal. If I've got the coal here, I might as well grab it. And there's plenty of coal in this area, so... Downer, downer, downer. People are probably going to be screaming because I'm not mining up all these resources as I'm going down, but I'm figuring to myself, you know, I'm going to make a hammer and I'm going to get this stuff efficiently. I don't really need the copper. I don't really need any of this other stuff right now. All I really need at this moment is iron. So that's what I'm looking for, is some iron. And any coal along the way, I'll take some coal. Because coal is useful right now. I'm going to have to start looking at my food situation too. I've got 7 pieces of steak from the only 7 cows I found in the area. This is the monster pack, by the way, on Feed the Beast. So, the spawn I got, lots of sheep, and the sheep aren't giving anything out, no mutton or anything, which kind of surprised me. Apparently I do not have the mod that gives the mutton along with everything. The only thing extra I put in here, I put it in here now, it's not in at this point, but I put dynamic lighting and gravestone in here. I've only died once, and that was when a meteor fell, which is how I got a bunch of nether ores. But it had these burning rocks in them, and they kept setting everything on fire while I was trying to mine. I couldn't figure out why the ground kept lighting on fire, even though I had gathered up almost all the netherrack. And it was still setting stuff on fire. Then I figured out these burning rocks. Gotta throw them away, can't keep them. And that's how I ended up dying once, was I burnt to death. Now, I heard a bunch of lava in this area, and it's like, well, I know I need lava for the Tool Forge too. So here in a little while, we're going to take a little exploration off to the side and see if we can't find some lava. But we're going to need iron for a bucket for that too. So, again, iron being the most important thing to find right now. And this stuff, I've still not used this for anything useful yet. Another mod that I'm going to have to look into actually trying to put into use. But right here, the lava is so loud, I knew it had to be close, but I never did find it, as I recall. I ended up going quite deep to find lava. And I was kind of afraid of having lava come flowing in on my head too, so... Because that's usually my luck. Lava and I are not good friends. Lava hates me. Hey, iron! Just what we came in here looking for. Finally, we find some. Silly me, though, I didn't count how many iron I got. I should have been keeping track, but I didn't. Back to downer, downer, downer. Maybe, you know, I figure maybe I'll find a cavern, or maybe a crap. Oh, what's this? I think I found a crevice. That's just what the doctor ordered. A nice way to find some exposed stone. Nice, easy way to get down here. I think this is where we're going to end it for this time being. We'll be back with the next chapter in a little bit.